Ji, hello, welcome and namaste everybody. We welcome you all in our weekly follow-up meeting of Universal Human Value UHV1 of eSIP. Let's welcome our source person and co-explorer Deepa Didi with us. Ji, Deepa Didi, namaste, welcome.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone. I shall share the screen from my side. Is my voice audible, Bhaiya?
Yes, Didi, voice is clear. Welcome, over
Okay,
to
let
you.
me share the screen. Is it visible, Bhaiya?
Yes, Didi, visible.
Okay, fine. Namaste, everyone. We will continue from last week. We had a discussion on nature, harmony in the nature. For the last 2 weeks, we are discussing about harmony in the nature. We'll continue from that discussion onwards. As we discussed, we all know nature is a collection of different units: air, water, trees, soil, what we see around us, human beings, birds, animals, earth, moon, sun, metals, everything, buildings, soil. Nature is a collection of all units. If we want to understand the harmony of the nature, do we need to study all these units separately? If you are going to study all these units separately, it will be a huge task. So what we can do is we will group it into 4 orders. There are different classifications in nature. We already had different classifications. We know. Now we can group it into 4 orders. This was our discussion in the previous week. Sorry. So all units can be classified into 4 orders: physical order, bio order, animal order, and human order. Physical order: air, water, soil, metal, buildings, whatever we see outside, all those are physical order, like the chair where I'm sitting, where we are sitting, the building where we are living. All this will come under physical order. Bio order: pranavasa, plants, trees, herbs, those are in bio order. Animal order: animals and birds are under animal order. Human beings, we all are under human order. So this is the classification. This way we can classify the units and group it under 4 orders, so that understanding of each of the units will become more easy. So what is the difference between physical order and bio order? If we look into the physical order, we can see that formation and deformation is there. It's something is forming and deformation is happening. No growth is there. But if we look into the bio order, like plants and trees, respiration is there and also growth is there. But there is no growth in the case of physical order. If we go to the animal order, respiration is there, growth is there, and also we can see there are some more differences if we compare it with physical order. For example, if we have a small puppy at our home and we may give a name to that puppy, like Tommy. In 2-3 days, every day we are giving milk to him and then calling him Tommy. It will come to us and it will tag its tail with love and affection. It may show love and affection to its master. So we can see that it is recognizing its name as Tommy. Are we able to see this recognition in a plant? If we have a rose plant in our home and every day we are watering, And we may be giving a name to rose plant and calling it with that name. There won't be any recognition. Is there with the animal order that shows the presence of self. Self is there in the animal order. Respiration is there, growth is there, but along with these two, assumption is also there. The presence of self is also there in the animal order. But what about the human order? Human order also we can see that this respiration is there, growth is there, assuming and knowing are there. We know the difference between human order and animal order. So this way we can classify these orders as physical order, bio order, animal order, and human order. And what about the activities between the order? What about the interconnectedness between the order? If we take each of the orders separately, we can see that there is a connection, there is an interconnectedness, interdependence between the order, between physical order and bio order. There is an interconnectedness or interdependence. Like plants are taking air, water from the soil for its growth, and the leaves of the plants, when it falls down, the fruits of the plants and the plant itself, when it falls into the soil, it will become a manure to the soil and it enriches the soil. So both are getting benefited, both are getting enriched. So there is an interconnectedness, interdependence between this physical order and bio order. Are we able to see this mutual fulfillment between these two orders? You can respond to the chat box. Are we able to see this interconnectedness between the orders, between the physical order and the bio order? And if we see this bio order and physical order, there is an abundance of physical order for the bio order to thrive. That also we can notice. If we take a forest area, there we can see plenty of trees are there. And the trees are getting, taking manure, taking the water from the soil. There is without any human intervention. We are not getting involved into the growth of the plants there in the forest. So the plants are growing by itself. And also we can see that the soil is very fertile in the forest. No one is putting any manure for the growth of the plants. Otherwise also the soil is fertile. How the soil is fertile? Because the leaves of the plants, it falls down to the soil naturally. The branches of the trees, it falls down to the soil naturally and it gets decayed. It stays there for a long time. It gets decayed and the soil is getting enriched. So the physical order and bio order are mutually enriching each other. And what will happen? What is the case with the animal order? Animal order means group of animals, birds, they all will come under the animal order. So there also we can see this mutual enrichment. Animals and birds, they are depending on the plants, trees and herbs for their food. And these animal droppings and bird droppings, it falls down to the soil. It enriches the soil. Animals need air and water. So both the sides, they are mutually enriching. Animals are getting benefited from the physical order. Physical order is also getting benefit from the animal order. So we can see that mutual enrichment between these orders. With respect to bio order also, animals and birds, they are helping in the pollination process of the plants. The seeds are taken away by the birds and it will be placed in a faraway place. And this way, the pollination process is also happening. So bio order is also getting benefited from the animal order. Animal order, on the other hand, they are also taking the plant fruits, leaves of the plants for their growth. So the mutual enrichment can be seen between these three orders. So what about the uh, mutual enrichment between these three orders? Are we able to see this mutual fulfillment? What do you think about this? Are we able to see this mutual fulfillment between the orders, between physical order, bio order, and animal order? And also, we can see that there is abundance of physical order and bio order for the animal order to thrive. If we look the nature very closely, we can see that there is abundance of physical order and bio order for the animal order to thrive. What do you think about this? And if we go to the next order, human order, where we all are belonging, our own order, human order, we need to depend on the physical order for our life. The house where I am living, it will come under the physical order. The water for my drinking purpose, the food I am taking, all these are from the physical order, either from the physical order or from the bio order. I'm depending on the plants for my food, herbs, trees for my different purposes. We need to depend on the trees for making the furniture, herbs for medicinal purpose, vegetables for our food. This way, we need to depend on the bio order. And also, if you want to construct a building, if you want to construct the if you want for air for our daily respiration and water for our quenching our thirst, for that we need to depend on the physical order. Human order is depending on the bio order and physical order, and also the animal order. We are using many animal products, the winter clothes, and also milk. Many things we are getting from the animal order. So this way, human order is depending on this physical order, bio order, and animal order for its growth, for its everyday life. But what we give in return, are we able to give anything in return? What do you think about this? Without right understanding, we are disturbing the harmony. We are exploiting the nature. What do you think about this? Are we able to enrich the nature? Are we able to see our role for enriching the nature? We need to depend on all these three orders for our life. But what is our responsibility? Do we need to give anything in return? Without right understanding, we are disturbing the harmony of the nature. But what is our natural acceptance? Our natural acceptance is to be mutually fulfilling. We want to enrich the nature. We don't want to destroy anything. It's not our natural acceptance. Our natural acceptance is all the time for mutual fulfillment only. But without right understanding, we are disturbing the nature. So, what we can do is, with right understanding, human beings can fulfill, can get involved in this mutual fulfillment. So, this way, if you are able to uh, protect if you are able to conserve the nature, if you are able to conserve the physical order, if you are able to conserve the bio order, animal order, we can mutually fulfill with all these three orders. With right understanding, Human beings can understand the mutual fulfillment and be fulfilling for all four orders. Any reflections? Any uh, comments or anything? What do you think about this? Now, if we see the quantity, interdependence and abundance, nature is organized in such a manner that the physical facility required for the order is available in abundance. Like human order, animal order, bio order, physical order. If we compare the quantity available, dependence of any order is on previous orders. Bio order is dependent on physical order. Bio order is depending on the physical order. Animal order, if we see, animal order is depending on both bio order and physical order. Human order, quantity is very small compared to other three orders, but it need to depend on animal order, bio order and physical order for its life. So quantity wise, if we compare, we can see that we human beings are very less in number when we compare the quantity of other three orders. But if we see the nature, we can see that because of the human intervention, we are disturbing the harmony. So what need to be done? With right understanding, we need to be aware about the harmony of the nature, and we have to work for mutual fulfillment of the nature. So let us discuss this question. What do problems like global warming and climate change indicates? Every day we are discussing about these things. Resource depletion, climate change, global warming. What do you think about this? All these issues are happening by its own or because of the human intervention? What is your opinion about this? When the quantity of carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere, it will result in it will contribute to the global warming process. It will also result in ozone layer depletion. Each of our activities, pollution, it may also lead to global warming. And also we can see that the climate change. Now also every day we are experiencing the changes. If we compare the climate, if we compare these changes with our usual usual uh, climatic conditions, what we were experiencing in the previous years, we can see that difference. These are indications of climate change, minor indications. It can lead to the problems it will bring. So what we need to do? We have to take the actions for protecting the nature, for conserving the nature in our everyday activities. That's why every time we'll see these discussions about sustainable development, sustainability, green buildings, green initiatives, all these things. Everyone is concerned about all these things, but how many of us are able to get involved in each of the activities? Every day, if we take the daily activities, daily domestic activities, we can see that in our own house, daily a plenty of waste is produced. Are we able to dispose this waste properly? Not only disposing the waste, we may be disposing the waste in a proper manner, but how can we utilize this waste? If you see the biogas plants we can install in our own home. It will be able to decompose the daily, we can utilize this biogas plants for the disposal of the daily domestic waste. And at the same time, we will be able to get the energy out of it. We'll be able to get the fuel out of it. That can be used for cooking purpose. That's a simple activity each of us can adopt in our own home. And also, we can think about the solar panels, a source of renewable energy. That also helping our resource. That also we ourselves can contribute to the activities of uh, resource preservation. Action for energy conservation using alternate energy sources, not depending on the conventional energy sources. Solar power, wind power, all these are renewable energies. That's a better option. From our own experience, we can think about many activities. From my experience, I'm a civil engineer. So whenever all my research activities, I was focusing on the utilization of waste materials. If we take the construction of buildings, cement is a mandatory material for construction. But the production of cement is highly resource intensive. We are depending on the natural resources for the manufacture of cement. Highly energy intensive process also. 1 kilogram of cement, the manufacture of 1 kilogram of cement, along with that manufacture, 1 kilogram of carbon dioxide is emitted out. So you can imagine how much quantity of cement is produced every day, because we need cement for construction. If we look around us, we can see the construction activities, quantity of construction activities. Everywhere they are using cement. So if you are able to find any alternate method to replace the cement, that will also help. So that there are many materials which can replace cement. So we have to think about such activities and we need to focus on the research. Either it is civil engineering or it is mechanical engineering or for the production of any machine parts. Each of us can think about alternate methods to utilize the materials which are recyclable, reusable. That way we will be able to protect the nature. We will be able to arrest the resource depletion. Resource depletion and environmental pollution. If you are disposing these waste materials after the use, after the life of that product, it will be polluting the nature. It will add to the solid waste around us. If you are disposing it in the water body, it also get contaminated. If you are burning it off, we will be polluting the air. So disposal methods, we have to think about all these activities when we are adopting a disposal method for any product after the lifetime of the product. But instead, if you are able to reuse it, that will help in the shortage of materials. That will help in arresting the resource depletion. and also the normal activities, whatever we are doing, reducing the usage of plastics, plastic carry bags. Every day when we go to market, we may be getting many plastic carry bags. What we'll be doing with all these bags? Later we can see that all these bags are going to the soil. This way it will be polluting the natural soil. So because plastic is the degradation of plastic is not that easy. It will take a long time. This way it will be polluting the natural ecosystem. So if you are able to reduce this usage, if you are able to recycle this plastic and we can use it for some other purpose, that would be useful. And each of us can think about our own daily activities, and accordingly we can make a plan of action from our own activities for reducing the pollution, reducing the global warming and climate change. Any comments? What do you think about this? I can provide you the mic if you want to say something. You can tell me your suggestions. It will be helping others also. Mics are provided from your institution or from your own home residents you are adopting. Maybe some of the residents associations, they are following this method to uh, arrest the usage of plastic bags and promoting green technologies, all these things. Any suggestions what others will be able to adopt? If you want to reflect upon this, you can open your mic, you can unmute your mic and you can say something about this. Yes. So we are discussing about the harmony of the nature. So far we discussed in nature we can see many units, and these units can be grouped under different orders. And if we see the activities, we can see that each of these orders are mutually fulfilling. But we human beings, we are disturbing the harmony of the nature. Because of the human intervention, we are creating problems. Those are leading to global warming and climate change. So what we need to do? With right understanding, we can take the actions that can contribute to the harmony of the nature. So we can sum it up. This is what we discussed: physical order, bio order, animal order, and human order. So nature is a collection of 4 units. Nature is a collection of units. Those units are grouped under 4 orders. Relationship of mutual fulfillment between these orders. That is the harmony of the nature. If you are able to establish mutual fulfillment between all the 4 orders, it will lead to the harmony of the nature. The first 3 orders are mutually fulfilling for each other. We have seen that. They are fulfilling for human beings also. It is naturally acceptable to human beings to be fulfilling for all orders. If we see our natural acceptance, do we want to disturb someone? Do we want to disturb the harmony? We don't need. We don't want to disturb the harmony. It's not our natural acceptance. Our natural acceptance is for harmony. So, what is the role of the human being to realize this mutual fulfillment? To understand harmony Harmony is inherent in nature. We don't need to create it. Actually, if we see the nature in all these three orders, we can see that harmony, it is inherent. But why there is a problem? Why there is the problems like climate change, resource depletion, drying up of rivers? Why it is happening? Because of human intervention. Without right understanding, we are disturbing the nature. So, what we need to do to understand harmony and to live accordingly, then the mutual fulfillment among the four orders will be realized. And there is a provision in nature for living with mutual fulfillment. There is a provision in nature for living with harmony. So, how can we realize that harmony? By understanding harmony and living according to that. This is what we discussed. Actually, this discussion on nature we are continuing for the last 3 weeks. That's why I thought we need to finish it and we'll discuss about the assignments also today. Global warming and resource depletion are two problems of current time. Are these natural occurrences or they due to lack of right understanding of the nature? Kindly respond in the chat box. What do you think about this? Every day we are listening to the discussions on global warming and resource depletion. So, what do you think about these problems? Are these natural occurrences? Are they happening by its own naturally or due to lack of right understanding? You can write in the chat box A or B. If you think that they are natural occurrences, you can write it as A. And if you think that they are due to lack of right understanding, you can write it as B. Kindly write in the chat box what you think about global warming and resource depletion. Is it happening because of, are they natural occurrences or due to lack of right understanding? Natural occurrences you can write as A. Lack of right understanding, you can write it as B. So what's your opinion about this, A or B? This discussion we had earlier also. Because of human intervention, depletion, we are causing, yes, yeah. Rajendra Prasad ji is saying A. A is natural occurrence. Triveni ji is writing B. Lack of right understanding. All these are because of the harmony of the nature is existing. We don't need to create it. Because of human intervention, we are causing the issues like we are causing the problems for resource depletion and global warming because of the lack of right understanding, not because of the naturally occurring processes, but it's happening by right understanding. Yeah, if you want to say something, Rajendra ji, are you able to see that because of the lack of right understanding, it is happening, not occurring naturally?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes,
Because
yes, Paya.
all is happen, uh, all is happen in time naturally. So I think that is all unconditional nature process. But lack of a right understanding is one answer because human destroy this harmony of the nature.
Yes, Paya. Rightly said. Nature is it is naturally in harmony. Because of human intervention, because of the lack of right understanding, we are disturbing the harmony of the nature and we are causing uh, the problems. We are making the causes for the problems like global warming and resource depletion. Thank you, Bhaiya. Do we human beings have a role to play in nature? So we'll see this question. To further develop the harmony of the nature, to make right utilization of physical facility, to evolve a way of living in harmony with nature. What do you think about our role? We can see that nature in its own way, it's in harmony. Because of human intervention, we are disturbing the harmony of the nature. So what should be our role to maintain that harmony? We just need to maintain that harmony so that we can help in maintaining the harmony of the nature. How? Without disturbing the harmony, by making right utilization of physical facilities, by evolving a way of living in harmony with nature. So all of us can think about the programs, what I can do for not disturbing the harmony of the nature. This is what we discussed just now. Maybe we can take a decision like this. I will not use the plastic carry bags. That can be a resolution. Every day when I go to market, I'll take a bag with me, cloth bag or any other bag with me, and I won't take the plastic bag from the vegetable vendor. So it's a very good opportunity. It's a very good action. Each of us are thinking like this. The usage of plastic carry bags will be reduced. If the demand is getting reduced, means the production also will be getting reduced. So we can take our own decision. And also the thing what we discussed just now, the domestic waste, we can make it as a manure if you are able to dispose it in a biogas plant. We will get the manure out of it, and also we will be able to get energy for cooking. That also is a method. So we can think about our own methods for reducing the usage of energy, reducing the utilization of resources in our daily life. Usage of water. We can think about the daily consumption of water. We need water for toilet purpose. We need water for cooking purpose. We need water for gardening purpose. If you are able to utilize the recycled water for gardening purpose, that also will help in saving the resources. We can think about rainwater harvesting. So many methods are there. To make right utilization of physical facility, that also we can think about our own program. How can I utilize the physical facility, right utilization of physical facility? Maybe we can think about with right understanding how much quantity of physical facility is required. Not accumulating the things. If I'm aware about my need of physical facility, I won't be exploiting the nature. So this way, I can evolve a way of living in harmony with nature. So let us think about this, and according to each of these indicators, we can prepare our own action plan for living in harmony with nature. Any comments? Any experiences to share here? I can provide you the mics. Yeah, mics are provided to most of the participants now. Any of you want to say anything regarding your own action plan for protecting the harmony of the nature? You can unmute and share your experiences. It can help others also. Any suggestions, any comments? Yeah, that's the third question, 12.3. What are some of the activities you can do in contributing to the harmony of the nature? We have many clubs in our campuses, nature club. So there are many activities we are planning through our nature club. We are conducting many programs through our nature club. If you are able to share such experiences, that would be nice.
Didi,
Yes, Bhaiya.
one is the good exercise to roof harvesting system, which
Very
we,
nice.
we individually use for our house.
Very good. Yeah, water harvesting system in most of the campuses. Yes, it's a very nice opportunity to harvest the rainwater. Roof water harvesting system. And also, if you are thinking about the conservation of water, there are many methods like water harvesting, water recycling, and also water recharging. If you want to harvest the water, rainwater, we need to construct a water tank. That will cost that also maybe little bit expensive to construct a water tank. And instead of that, we can also think about the recharging facility. If you are able to collect the water from the rooftop and direct it to our open wells, that will be helping in recharging the groundwater. So we just need to collect the roof water through the pipes and direct this pipe to the open wells. So this way the water will be directly going down to the earth, and it will be helping in replenishing the groundwater recharge. So that also is another method. Very nice. So we can think about each of these activities. It won't cost much money. We don't need to construct a tank. We just need to approach some plumbers. They will help us in all these piping activities and plumbing activities, and that will be helpful. If we have a open well in the premises of our house, we can do this activity. Yes. Any other comments? Shall we move to the next session? So till now, we were discussing harmony in all the 4 levels. So now we are going to the sum up of this student workshop session. So let me take that slide. I'll stop this sharing and I'll go to the last session where we are going to sum it up. Session 13, summing up the workshop. I hope it is visible. I hope the session slides are visible. So till now, we were discussing about our basic aspiration and the program for fulfilling the basic aspiration. We all want to be happy and prosperous. That's the basic aspiration of all of us. So at the core of it, we want to be happy and prosperous continuously. We want to be healthy. Of course, we want to be healthy. Without health, we won't be able to remain happy. So it's already included there. We want to be happy and prosperous. We want to live in relationship in the family, with friends, in the institution, with every human being. We also want to live in a just and equitable society. So we discussed about the harmony in the society also. And also we want to have a conducive natural environment. That's what we were doing now. We are just discussing about the harmony in the nature. We also do not want problems. All of us, our basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity in continuity. And the program to achieve this happiness and prosperity is understanding harmony and living in harmony in all 4 levels. 4 levels in the sense starting from individual level, family level, society, and nature. We do not want problems. For fulfilling our aspirations and resolving our problems, what we need to do? We have to understand, ensure the right feeling in ourselves, and participate in a meaningful manner in the larger systems, in the family, society, and nature. If you remember the very first session of this student workshop, we were asking the students to prepare a list of their aspirations, list of their concerns. Why we are doing this? How this UHV workshop can help you in realizing your aspirations and addressing your concerns. So we had the discussion of all of these things through the previous sessions. So what we need to do for resolving our problems and for fulfilling our aspirations, we need to understand harmony and live in harmony in all 4 levels. There is every provision for this. Only we have to make the effort. Provision is there. We just need to make the effort for the same thing. So this is the desired state. Right understanding as the first priority. Right understanding in the self as the first priority. Relationship with human beings as the second priority. Physical facility as the third priority. This is the requirement for fulfilling the basic aspiration. Desirable state. If every individual is able to develop this right understanding in the self as first priority, relationship with human beings, if I am able to ensure the right feelings in me, I will be able to share the feelings with others so that it can lead to mutual happiness. With right understanding, if I am able to see the physical facilities required for my living, it can lead to mutual prosperity. So this state is the desirable state, fulfilling state. Individuals having right understanding, they will form a part of this humane society. Right understanding and right feeling in every individual. Happiness in every individual. Prosperity in every family. Fearlessness in society. Coexistence in nature and existence. So family-based society, families having a common goal, human society. This is the desirable state. People living with human consciousness give rise to a humane society. So if you see this, if you are able to have the right understanding, individuals will right understanding, they will become a part of the human society. So such human beings, they become a part of the family. Such families combined together in that society, there will be fearlessness and also coexistence of nature and existence. So families will be having a common human goal. Individuals from that family, they all will be having this priority order. So this is the desirable state. Do we want to work for that stage? That's what we are looking for. That's what we were discussing throughout this workshop. So what is the current state? Current state, people living with animal consciousness give rise to inhuman society. Right understanding is missing. Physical relationship is missing. Everybody is focusing on physical facility. So what is the feeling? What they have? What is their approach? They're exploiting the nature. They have a feeling of deprivation. So instead of prosperity, they will have a feeling of deprivation. Instead of mutual happiness, there will be a feeling of unhappiness. So what will happen? Such individuals will be making others also unhappy. So assumptions in human society, like you can see that money is everything. So there will be an obsession for consumption, obsession for profit, obsession for sensual pressures. Such individuals, if we become a part of the society, if we become a part of the family, they will do accumulation by any means. So there won't be any prosperity in the family. It will be just opposite. Instead of prosperity, they feel deprived all the time. So what they do? They start this accumulation by any means. So what will be the result if such families are there in a society? Every family is focusing on this accumulation. Every family has a feeling of deprivation. So they try to dominate. They try to exploit others. So it will contribute to the fear in the society. So mastery and exploitation over nature. They won't think about mutual fulfillment. They won't think about the harmony of the nature. So no one is concerned about the resource conservation. Instead, all these activities will contribute to resource depletion and pollution. This is the current state. Do we want to work for this transformation? So this is the purpose of education, to enable this transformation. People living with human consciousness give rise to a humane society. This is the desirable state, humane society, family-based society, families having a common goal. But the current state is individual-based society. So what will happen? Different individuals will be having different goals in human society. It will be like a crowd or a battlefield. Different people will be working for different things. No common goal. Maybe opposing goals, different goals. So what do you think about this? Do we need to work for this transformation? Do we need to work for this desirable state? Can I get some responses? If you want to say something, you can unmute and place your reflections. We are making effort for this transformation. We want our institution to be a living example. So what we need to do, what should be the course of action? We can just look on this program of action. Individuals. We can think about transforming ourselves. We can think about our own transformations. What I need to do? To understand harmony and to live in harmony at all levels of being. Individual, family, society, nature, and existence. So what can be done? A moment. What has to be done? What is the program of action for this transformation? So it's a three-step process, starting with self-exploration, self-awareness, and self-evaluation. In the very beginning, we discussed about this gap, what I really want to be, my natural acceptance, my intention, and what is my state of being. If there is a gap between these two, that will be the reason for the problems. So if I am able to discover this natural acceptance, and if I can use it as a gate for purifying my state, that itself will help me in my transformation. Through the self-exploration process, verify the proposals. We were discussing the proposals throughout the workshop. So we can verify the proposals, and through the verification, first we need to verify the proposal by natural acceptance. We can live according to the proposals. This way it will lead to our right understanding. Then it can lead to the self, we can lead to the self-awareness. Be aware of our desire, thought and expectation every moment, and self-evaluation. We have to do this self-evaluation also. We need to evaluate our desire, thought and expectation. And the tool is innate in us. We can use the tool of natural acceptance. This is the program of action. In program of action at the level of the society, there are people's education program, education sanskar program for children, and undivided society universal human order program. So it will lead to family, family cluster, village, village cluster, nation, and we all are looking for this world family. People's education program, this is what we are conducting the program for teachers, parents, policy makers. Usually it is, we are thinking that at least 10 years for one person. So next 10 years, 10 people, 100 years for 1,000 crores. So it will take a long time. But instead, if we can conduct this education sanskar program for children, we can extend it to a large number of children. So mostly a lesser number of years, 20 to 50 years. But if you are able to conduct programs in the society level, 10 to 20 years. So we all are working for that. So what do you think about this? We can work together. We can help our students. We can think about this world family. We can think about a human society. We can work for the common human good. Yes. We'll stop here. Thank you all. Yeah. We'll come back and start with the session 1 from next week onwards. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Yes, Bhaiya.
Thank you, Dipati, for the interesting session, and thank you all the co-explorer. Certainly continue more and more exploration next Wednesday as well. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.